Spoiler alert, we have a pretty big heat high overhead. This strong high pressure system, again, we're going to call this the big blue bully because that air is being compressed down to the surface and really heating things up. Right now it's centered over southwestern New Mexico, and it doesn't really move over the next couple of days. Watch by Wednesday, it just goes into the south and eastern portions of New Mexico, and by Thursday, back towards the south and central portions of New Mexico. We're really not expecting it to really move very far from there, even as we get closer to that weekend time frame. So notice as we get through today, again, that high pressure system, again, like I said, it compresses air down to the surface, really heating things up. Notice where you see these reds and those maroons. That's where we could see temperatures, again, upper 90s to even that triple digit territory. And it's not only affecting us, but portions of Texas, a lot of Arizona, and even into Colorado, where we have heat risks, heat advisories, and also extreme heat warnings throughout the southwestern portions of the U.S. For us, though, we're just dealing with those heat advisories here in the metro area, but also down into the southern portions of the state, also seeing those heat advisories through those afternoon to evening hours. As you could see, temperatures well into the triple digit territory. I think even for us here in the metro, some spots may see 100 degrees today. That's where we have those heat risks. Again, that could be where we're seeing the widespread moderate to major heat risks, where we're concerned for the potential of that heat-related illness. So not only that, but we've really got a lot of dry air in place. In fact, most of the surface level is dry, but on the western edges of that high-pressure system, there's a little bit of some moisture in the atmosphere. So we may get to see a little bit of some bubbling up of the radar or the atmosphere as we go into those afternoon hours, really favoring the mountain chain, the western and southwestern mountain chains. But because it's so dry at the surface, anything that falls out of the cloud is really going to evaporate before it even hits the surface. So we may end up just seeing gustier winds as well as that potential for frequent lightning. And in fact, we're not even seeing much in terms of that rainfall for us here in the metro through the rest of this work week. So really all we're looking at are those high temperatures. Again, temperatures today, upper 90s, some spots may see the triple digits, but by tomorrow we could really see the widespread 100 degrees across the metro, where we're already going to have another round of heat advisories. And I think even through the rest of the work week, we may see that as well. So as we go through the next few days, again, some heat safety tips and tricks for your back pocket. Drink plenty of water, of course, add the electrolytes. And if you're sending your kids back to school, have them bring some extra water with them, especially for the schools that may not have that AC with them. Have them apply that extra sunscreen, especially for those that aren't going back to school just yet and have those plans to go to the pool or even take those afternoon walks. And if you do have the prolonged time of being outside, recognize the signs and symptoms of not only the heat exhaustion, but heat stroke as well. So if you do experience those symptoms, take action immediately. So again, we need to remind ourselves to be on that heat safety awareness side for the remainder of not only today, but I think even through the rest of the week. Again, Roswell, 105 degrees is our forecast high for the next several days. So again, we could see multiple rounds of heat advisories being issued, especially for southeastern New Mexico. Across the northern side of the state as well, seeing those high temperatures as we go through the rest of this week. And we don't even have much in terms of rainfall until we can get into at least the weekend time frame. Even across the North Mountains, also some hot temperatures as well into Santa Fe. 91 for your forecast high out there. And we even see that being bumped up to 92 by Friday. Even across the East Mountains, it's going to be very hot out there today, guys, even here in the metro. Again, upper 90s. Some spots hitting that triple digit marker today. So again, remember to be on that heat safety awareness side through the rest of this week. And by tomorrow, we may even tie a record set back in 2023.